All right, everybody, welcome into our Wednesday webinar. Really pumped for this topic today. We're talking about survey hacking, how to make big deals happen essentially from survey hacking. We'll explain all what it is, everything like that. Dan should be joining me here soon. Appreciate everybody joining in. So let me know in the chat where you are located. Let's just do something simple. Where are you guys located? In the chat, if you don't mind. I can see where everybody is relative to the country, world, everything like that. Just let me know in the chat where you guys are located. Again, Daniel up here talking about survey hacking today. Georgia, Brandon, Bass. Hey, Joseph. Welcome, welcome.
Got me up here? Can you hear me?
Yep, you're good.
Awesome. Excited to get to it. Welcome in, guys.
Put in the chat where you guys are located. I got Illinois, North Carolina, Michigan, Nashville, Texas, North Texas, Illinois, Columbus, Tucson, New Jersey, Las Vegas, Mississippi. Covering a lot of the states. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate everybody being in here today. Really, really good topic. Orlando, Florida, Costa Mesa, California, Cali, East Texas. What is up, M. Free Bush? Excited for today's lesson. Joseph, happy to hear that. Put in the chat, guys, where you guys are located. We will get started in a few minutes, just like letting everyone get in. A lot of people getting in here. Excited for this topic, survey hacking. It is a huge, huge opportunity right now on and off market, honestly. But I think on market or off market, there's a ton of opportunity. And some people are just doing this for their business, which is really cool. But some of the deals we've seen are multiple six-figure deals with this strategy. So yeah, excited to get to it. There's a Cincinnati, Surrender, Cincinnati, Tampa, Florida, Russell Milton, Miami, Houston, Maryland, Kansas City, Canton, Bedford, Texas, DJ Destroy, San Diego, Naples, Oklahoma City. Awesome. I'd like to say hello from Tampa, Florida. Hello, Russell. All right. A lot of people coming in here today, guys. If you guys don't mind, as you guys are coming in, just let us know in the chat where you guys are located. We're going to get started here. Talk all about survey hacking today, how to do big deals in it. Yeah. If you guys have questions as we go through, please ask questions. I think today, Dan, I think obviously defining. We've done other ones on survey hacking before. I really want to build a list, survey hacking list, what that actually looks like. So we'll get into it. All right. Utah, Chuck Williams, Louisville. Awesome. Appreciate everybody joining today. All right. Let me
survey hacking. Good topic, Ron. This is something that, when we kind of coined the phrase survey hacking originally, it was something that I've heard a couple people doing just organically, and we coined it and really focused on it and made some course stuff on it as well. And it took about, I feel like 12 to 16 months to start seeing the cycle, but now it is crazy how many deals we get on our plate. Survey hacking, other people bringing it to us in their communities, things like that. Really, really picked up. It was cool to see how it took off like that. I'm excited to focus on it today.
Yeah. Do you want to define it, or you want me to define it?
Go ahead.
So survey hacking, and again, Dan and I kind of coined this term because it kind of, I don't want to say it fell in our lap. It's just we were doing deals like that. We saw people doing deals like this, and like, this is something, it was a strategy that was just happening, like you said, Dan. It was something that was just happening on deals. But there's a way to actually target these types of deals. But what survey hacking is, to get to it, guys, is buying a portion of a parcel, buying a portion of a parcel. And what that means, like, that's like, all right, that doesn't make any sense. What are we talking about? What that means is, like, let's say, for example, and why there's so much opportunity in this. Let's say, for example, someone has 50 acres. Like, you can offer to buy their land. Like, okay, yeah, you're offering to buy 50 acres. So let's just say for $100,000. And they don't want to sell their land, or maybe they don't want to sell their land. But with survey hacking, there's other options. Like, yeah, survey hacking is not buying all 50 of their acres. Survey hacking might be buying 12 of their acres, 15. And that's why there's so much opportunity in this strategy, is because it is so open-ended. So survey hacking is buying a portion of someone's parcel, not of someone's land necessarily, because it could have a house on it and you cut the house off as well.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of land it really is. It's a piece of land that you're buying part of it. You can buy part of it and split it up into multiple. You can split it up into one. You can subdivide survey hacks. There's a lot of different things you can do with survey hacking. But the reason, like Ron said, it works so well is because, one, you get more inventory, because now you can target houses and larger acreages and split some off. You can buy 5 acres from someone who owns 500. You can buy 20 acres from someone who buys 500. You can buy 450 from someone who owns 500, and maybe they want to keep 50, right? So you can buy it with houses. So the inventory expands, but then also it's an option when you're talking to these sellers. If a lot of people, as you guys know, who have been in the land space for a long time, get opportunities where they just don't want to sell their land. They're emotionally connected to it. It's been in their family, blah, blah, blah. But what if you could go and target them and say, I don't want to buy I don't need to buy all of your land. I can buy part of your land, right? And that's what survey hacking is. It's buying a portion of the property. It doesn't need to be land. You can split off a house. They can keep the house and 5 acres around it. You take some at rest. But that's what today's topic's on.
Imagine, Dan, I was just thinking this as you're talking. Yeah. Imagine how many old people would say, like, if you could buy 2 of their bedrooms, like they had 5 bedrooms, and like survey hacking is essentially doing the same thing with the land. You obviously can't buy 2 of someone's bedroom in their 5-bedroom house. That's kind of what it's downsizing for land, you know?
Yeah.
And like a lot of people want to downsize from land.
And if these people are in mortgages, guys, like someone has a $300,000 mortgage left on their property, and you offer to buy some of their land for a lot of money, and it gets rid of a lot of their mortgage, and they're pretty much mortgage free with their house now. Like they have a house on it and a lot of land. You pay off a lot of their mortgage, and now they're mortgage free. Like you can start going after these type of concepts where people have mortgages on their house and you pay it off. And it's really, really a cool strategy for that.
Let me first, Dan, let me just pull up a parcel here. So I'm on Land Portal, guys. There's a free trial in the description. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to just pull up a parcel and just kind of describe this. We just verbally said it quite a bit. Let me just find a parcel that kind of makes a little bit of sense for it. So let's just go here. So here we have a 17.25 acre parcel in, I don't know what county. I think it's Athens County, Ohio. Maybe it's Benton County, Ohio. So they have 17.2 acres. So what we have done historically is offering to buy this person's land and offering like, okay, I'll buy your 17 acres. In the last couple of years with survey hacking, we have changed our strategy for some of our marketing, where when we reach out to these people, we're not just saying, I want to buy your 17 acres. We're saying I'll buy all or some of it. So what essentially that looks like is like, okay, maybe they want to keep half the land. And then what you're doing essentially is you're getting a survey hacking, and you're buying half of their land at closing up, and they get to keep their other 6, 8, 10 acres, whatever it is over here. So that is in a nutshell what survey hacking is. But what you can do when you have all this opportunity and you buy this land, like you can all of a sudden subdivide this down more, and then you can make more parcels with the land that you bought. And again, that's why there's so much opportunity. You could buy 11 acres, you could buy 15 of the 17 acres. And that's really what survey hacking is for people who learn visually.
Yeah. And let's show the same exact example. And now just with the house. Go a little north. There's one. Yeah.
It could be this one even.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So now we have someone, okay. Where did this go? Okay. So we have someone here. They live on their land. Same idea. This is a, this is coming up weird now. Okay, here we go. So it's 18-acre parcel. It's obviously got a house on it. So maybe they're just tired of the land, whatever. They don't want to manage all the land, whatever. Maybe they need some money. And they're like, I want to keep whatever, 5 of the acres. And that's when you do, this is going to be less than 5 acres. I could go a little deeper. It's still going to be, that's going to be a little more. But maybe they want to keep 7 of the acres. And they like, I want to keep this. Again, same exact concept. They keep their house and you buy whatever this is right here. We can measure this out so we can actually see what it is. It's going to be right around 11 acres. And you all of a sudden buy this. Again, if you just offer to buy people's land, this is not an opportunity, because this is not a piece of land. This parcel is not a piece of land. It is a house with land. But when you have survey hacking as an opportunity in your tool belt, you can all of a sudden go after properties of land or houses with a lot of land.
Yep. There you go. And a couple of things on here. So one thing we can get after, and are we going to create a list today, Ron? Is that the main thing?
Let's create a list today. I think that's the
Okay.
best
While
thing.
you're pulling up the list, we're going to create a list of how to target these people, right? While we're doing that, we can get through how do you determine which portion of the parcel to buy, and how do you go about specifying that in the contract? Really good question.
Yeah. So, I mean, you want to have a conversation with them and like figure out what they want. You can draw it like on here. Like you can legitimately do it on this. You could put this on the contract. Like the contract you have them sign initially is not going to be the legal like closing documents, anything like that. You'll have to get a survey. But yes, something like you can use something like this. Like you can go on Land Portal, take a screenshot. This is the estimated thing. But one key to put in your contract is put in the price per acre you are paying. Do not put a set price so it's fair on both ends. If the surveyor, there's a chance the surveyor comes back and you get half an acre less or an acre more, something like that. Put a range where it can be anywhere between 10 acres to 11.5. And our goal was to get this 10.8 or whatever.
Yeah. And that's not really, that was part of the question. The other part of the question was, how do you determine which part to buy? That's where you have to look at things. So like for this, you do talk to them, but you also want to make sure you're getting good. They're going to want to keep some of their land, right? And you want to make sure you're getting some good land as well. So you have to look at, you need access. That's a non-negotiable. You need road frontage, right? Or some sort of easement to get the, preferably road frontage, especially if they have it like this much of it. So you need road frontage. You want to make sure it's not all wet. You're not getting a wet slope. Topography is good, all of that stuff. So you want to go through standard due diligence on the land that you're going to be getting. So just like we do due diligence on land when it comes back to us and we're under contract and we're doing really deep due diligence, it's almost like when you're negotiating, you kind of do that and make sure everything's good on that end.
Yep. Andrew said, be prepared to have a fair, honest answer for sellers when they ask what you plan to do with the land. You're becoming their neighbor now and will likely have a vested interest in your plans. They will have a vested interest in your plans. 100%. Just be honest, guys. They're going to ask, be honest. Think about that answer. Whatever it is. A lot of, with some of these bigger parcels, you can kind of keep some distance between. And if they want more privacy stuff like that, like, yeah, giving a little bit so you're not hugging up to their property, stuff like that. But yeah, definitely be honest in those situations. There's no advantage in not being. Good. So imagine we need to get the county to do surveys and split up. There'll be surveyors. You get surveyors, not counties. All right, let's go through, Dan, building a list. So what we do in this business, and for those of you, if you guys are brand new, just put in the comments, just brand new, whatever it is, like first time, whatever you're going to put in the comments, that helps us. But if you guys are, for anyone, what we do a lot of times is buy off-market land, essentially. And what we're going to do on Land Portal here is actually build a list of potential deals. We could just stay in Vinton County, honestly, Dan.
Yeah, Vinton's all right. Yeah, let's do it.
So what we're going to do, we are going to build a list. Let's try to get, I don't know, like I don't have a really targeted number here. A list of 1,000 is typically a good starting point for something like this. Some counties, it might be a little less. Some counties, it might be a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Some brand new people. Awesome. All right, let's do Ohio. And we're going to do, so what I'm doing, I'm just putting in my filters. What type of land? Can you guys see? Okay, what type of land do we want? I'm going to put in Vinton County, Ohio. All right, that's the county we're in. There's no reason I chose this county. It's just the one that I randomly pulled up. We have a lot of education, a lot of videos free on YouTube on choosing a market. How do you actually choose a market? But we're going to go, so we got to do vacant lots first, correct, Dan? Like these have to be separate, right? Or we can't check both. Okay. So we're going to do right now, we're going to build a list. You don't need to
check any of them if you don't want.
Correct. Yeah, you're right, actually. So we're not going to check anything on here. That's a good point.
But you do have to realize your verbiage. I would do 2 different campaigns because your verbiage of how you're going to word your marketing is going to be like, hey, you have a house and a mortgage. I can pay off your mortgage with buying some of your land, something like that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's do that. What acreage are you thinking for vacant lots?
Minimum probably 20. What do you think?
I think we can go less than that.
You could. This is rough. The east side, this county is a very rough county.
Let's go to Ross. All
right, go Ross.
Ross. I mean, we could always combine them too.
Then
Let's go Ross. We'll have a
poor
little
and
very sloped.
very sloped. Yeah, you start
Okay,
getting that ratio.
let's go 10 acres. I'm gonna do 10, and we can maybe change this.
Is this? Yeah, this is Ross County.
Yeah, this is Ross, Chillicothe. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We're going to exclude anything on the market right now. You can do that separately if you want to go after those type of deals. We're not going to worry about anything down here. One thing so few filters I'm going to put in here, guys, and we're not going to go in depth on filters, everything like that. I want to get on some of the filters we will. And as you guys put in questions, guys, we'll get to them by the end for sure. But okay, buildability percentage. This is essentially how much of the land you want to be buildable. Let's go 10. Let's actually cap this at like 50 down. So we're doing vacant lots, 10 to 50 acres, and we need to put some filters on here. And what this section does essentially here.
Why are we capping it though?
I mean, we can cap it somewhere. I just think we should cap it somewhere.
Cap it at like 100.
Okay, let's cap it at 100. That's fine. So what we're doing, this section here is essentially where am I at? Right here. All of these are filtering based on quality of land, buildability, landlocked, road frontage, FEMA percentage, and wetlands. We can get rid of bad land, 99% of bad land with these filters right here. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to do 25%. And what I'm saying here is I want at least 25% of my land to be buildable. I don't want like it to be like you have some really, if you just look on a map, you can see you have some really sloped areas here. Do you think 25? I'm going to keep this and see, Dan.
Yeah, maybe just test it. Hit apply and then hit apply again after. See, like before and after. See how much it's narrowing our search down.
Okay. So we're just going to look at the search volume. We have 875 with 25%. We got a 10. We have 1,100. 10% of bigger properties is a lot. Let's go in between. Let's go 15. I think 15 should be good.
You just don't want properties in those mountain ranges. Hit list view and just see where these properties are.
Oh, they're going to be then. Yeah.
But not as many. You see the east.
Yeah. So you can see as you map this, guys, like, okay, let's try to, this is all like, okay, too sloped for this, which is good. That buildability took out a lot of that. And that's why these filters are so powerful. So let's keep that. Let's keep 15 for now. I'm going to go to road frontage. So, and you want a certain amount of road frontage. Someone asked this question, how much road frontage do you want? And we haven't really answered that question yet. I don't think we need a crazy amount, Dan. I think we need, this is vacant land, remember. I think like 750 feet, 800 feet is probably a good spot.
That's a lot. See, that's going to drop our list down a lot.
You think 500?
I mean, if we want to subdivide it too, like after the survey, but yeah, 500, I'd see, you could zoom into a property and let's check it out.
Drop to 600. Let's go here. So I'm just going to go list view and kind of look at what's going on. We're getting rid of properties, which is good. Like we want to get rid of not ideal properties for survey hacking. And what you do as you go through here, it's like you look through and see if there's any properties that aren't ideal. And again, we have pretty wide range filters with our
double-sided. Yeah.
I'm going to get rid of city limits, Dan. So one thing, this is all city limits. There's more restrictions on subdividing and stuff like that. Survey hacking is not going to be fun for that. So I want anything outside of city limits. We're going to get rid of all these properties, which is lowers it a little bit, not a crazy amount. Oh, actually, I didn't hit list view yet. Lowers it a little bit. You see all the ones that were in the middle of Chillicothe, in the middle of these cities are now removed, which there's just headaches of doing deals in city limits that I don't really think this strategy is going to be good for. Deshaun, what's up? All right. Do you like 500, Dan?
I think we're pretty good there. I like our list size too.
Let's just do max FEMA. So this is basically what's the maximum percentage of wetlands and floodplain that we're okay with. I'm just going to do 25. We're not going to, if there's areas where it's a lot worse, I'm sorry, maximum 50, not 25. If there's areas where it's a wetter area, like you want to think about these more. If you're down in Florida, if you're down in the coastal Carolina, stuff like that, I'm not too concerned about the wetlands and floodplain in this area. I think we have a pretty solid list here, Dan. So you think we should build these two separate lists. So what this is right here, guys, to define this list that we have right here, this is actually, we can just almost name it. as I'm doing this. I'm going to save the list. I'm going to create a new list. I'm going to do survey hack 10 to 100 acres. And we're going to do vacant. You can make like whatever you want for like cues or like codes for these, so you don't have to write everything out. Survey hack 10 to 100 acres, vacant, whatever, Ross, Ohio. All right, survey hack.
Save.
All right, we're going to save. So this is one list. Remember, we said you can do this with houses or without houses. Correct. So literally, I think I just take off this. What do I do here? Oh, property is vacant. Okay, right here, right? Yeah, residential. I'm going to hit apply on the same. We almost got the exact same volume, which is crazy. So now you go on this list and we are all of a sudden seeing, hold on. Why is it that list? Let's see, Dan, am I missing something? I think I did it right.
No, it's good.
And you can see like these are perfect for survey hacks. This person has a house like here. You just cut off this land and you have that land. This one actually might be 2 parcels there. But yeah, so
here, wait, go back. Let's do it different. Get rid of that button.
What
the
button?
Residential.
Okay.
Because that's based on land use codes, and you're gonna have lap over because some of the vacant lots, like the vacant lots button, gonna be 100% accurate.
Okay.
The residential is based on county stuff.
I gotta do bigger land, Dan, for this.
Okay, go up to 20 then if you want. 15. 15's good. And go down. Let's try square footage or bedrooms or something.
Okay, that makes sense. Living area square feet is greater than 1.
Do like 1,000. We want a house with 1,000 or more.
Okay.
See what this does.
It's gonna be a small list or a big list. That seems like a really big list, huh?
I mean, there's a lot of houses. It's a whole county, Ron. I guess that's a lot of land. 15 acres minimum. Yeah, that is big. Zoom into some of them. Let's see.
See if anything's wrong here. Oh, we got to raise this road frontage actually. So this is the issue, not an issue. So like this property, if this is vacant, like that's okay. This is kind of a weird property either way, being vacant with this little road frontage. But like, I don't think this minimum or because there's a house, we need a little bit more road frontage, Dan, is what I'm saying. Don't you think?
Not that much more though, because you could still do flags and stuff. That's going to be your worst case scenario, just about.
Right there. I'm going to do 650. Let's do 650. Hit apply. This is a much bigger list, which I like, but I don't know. I just think we need some more road frontage.
Hit apply and let's see.
So survey hacker subdivides something someone new could handle with coaching. Absolutely. This is not a crazy first type of deal. It's just
the logistics. There's a little more logistics, but it's not like nothing crazy.
Here's another vacant one, unless this one laps over somewhere else. No. So what I'm looking here, guys, I'm just making sure that everything has a house on it. Building. I'm gonna put building. Wait, why is building? I put
what
living.
Square foot did you put in?
I put living.
I'll go to building.
Okay.
Or do both.
Okay. We could put 1 bedroom too. Okay, maybe. Okay, that feels a little better, Dan. Which is a lot we took off, obviously.
Yeah.
Let me go back to map search real fast. Let's lower this down to 600. Okay, so I took off the bedroom thing. And
that sounds more accurate.
Okay, so that's got a house. Okay.
Because not always bedrooms are reported for the county.
Yeah, that makes sense. But here's one that appears vacant.
Click in, see what's going on there.
Not as used to searching houses.
Go to the bedrooms and stuff.
No, it's not a problem as long as there's not overlap. I think most of these are good. Yeah. This is a good list, I think, Dan, honestly. Got structures there. Here's one without. Unless that overlaps. Yeah, the parcel overlaps. That's what I was thinking. I feel pretty good about this, honestly, Dan.
Yeah, this looks a lot better.
So what I'm going to do here, guys. So now we have so what we did first, and it's kind of every area is different. Like I could still mess around with this a lot. Our ideal situation is like, okay, let's make sure every parcel that we're attacking kind of fits the criteria. I'm just going to go through the criteria one more time. So now we are doing, this is for houses. Ross County, Ohio, 15 to 100 acres. I want structures. I'm excluding all MLS properties that recently sold on the MLS or for sale currently. 15% buildable, 600 feet of road frontage, 50% maximum floodplain and wetlands. Dan, answer Mark's question if you don't mind. I'm going to put this up there. I'm not as familiar with this, Mark, honestly.
Yeah, the residential properties, if you look at what it actually does, it just puts like the land use codes in there. A lot of areas it works really well in. It would be like land use residential, land use single family home, land use. It's all these codes from the county. Building square feet is almost filled out 100% of the time in most counties. So building square feet is probably what I would do to start. But you can always click into a couple properties like we did and just see what it's showing under buildings. Because if you see a bunch of building square feet in a little dash or something like that, then you know in that county it's going to be not very well reported. But if you see them all filled in, then I would go with that.
I'm going to say residential here. So survey hack 1,500 acres or just not vacant. 1,500 acres with houses. And then we're going to say, what was the other thing? Oh, Ross, Ohio. Okay. So now what you have here, guys, again, like Dan said at the beginning, that was a really good point you had at the beginning, Dan, was when you're marketing to these properties, and you can market in different ways. Like, again, we are trying to buy a portion of their parcel, whether they have a house on it or not. The goal of this is to buy a portion. You're going to have a lot of conversations when you reach out. There's a lot of different ways you can reach out. You can reach out via SMS. We use Launch Control. We like Launch Control a lot for SMS outbound. You can reach out via cold calling. You can reach out via direct mail. So those are the ways. This is how you build the list to attack for the strategy. The actual strategy part, Dan, we can talk. I mean, we could always do another follow up next week. Honestly, let's plan on that next week. So marketing for survey hacks. I'm gonna write that down. You like that?
Curious. Yeah. Oh, you got rid of your list. I was curious if we put a mortgage amount in the advanced filters, how much that would narrow it down.
Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, we're gonna do marketing. So everyone, put on your calendar, guys. Next Wednesday, 5:30. We're going to do marketing for survey hacks. So what essentially we did here is building the list for survey hacks. Next week, we're going to actually doing marketing. So how do you actually get deals from this list? Great. We showed you how to get a list of stuff. Doesn't help you actually get the deals. It's the first step of getting deals. Let me go through and see if we have any questions in here. Hopefully this was helpful today. I'm going to go through questions before we hop off. There is a free trial of Land Portal. There is also a $99 one. If you join the $99 one and use the coupon code AppKey, you'll get 1,000 free exports. Basically what we just built, that list we just built, will be free for you when you pull the list. If you use coupon code AppKey, you get 1,000 free exports on that. Let me go through and make sure we don't miss any questions. Okay, this is actually a marketing question. We'll talk about this next week. Do you initially approach a seller with a mailer and find out the owner has a mortgage, etc.? In the first touch, you also list reasons why they should sell to get. We'll talk about this next week, Max.
Good question, though.
Talk about that for a long time.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's see, any last questions? Yeah, next week, guys, 5:30 Eastern. We will talk more in depth about marketing we'll use these exact lists. We'll kind of give a short synopsis of what we talked about today. But then we'll get into how do we actually market to this list to get survey hacks. And there's a lot of different strategies. There's no one proven strategy for this. Any last words, Dan, before we go off?
No, I think we're good to go. This was great. Next week,